Hello everyone, in earlier videos we have covered some amazing topics like how to become a crorepati with 50,000 salary and turning a monthly SIP of 6,000 into 10 crores, where we have shown you the secrets of investing, the amounts required to invest and some smart strategies to reach those staggering targets. Now many of you have been asking about where to invest. Well, in this video we are going to spill the beans and unveil the top 5 mutual funds for your SIP investments. So without any further delay, let's begin. Before we move to the names, I would suggest you know your investor personality so that you invest in categories that suit your risk profile. You can easily determine this on ET Money in few minutes. Now let's look at the best funds to invest via SIP. We have taken out the best funds in 6 different categories: large cap, mid cap, small cap, tax saving or equity linked saving schemes, flexi cap and large and mid cap funds. These funds are suitable for your long term goals, so invest in them with a minimum tenure of 7 years. We have taken the top funds which hold the ET Money rank 1 in their respective categories. Now ET Money rankings are based on the consistency in terms of returns and volatility. The purpose was to find out how consistently a fund has generated returns and also consistently ensured protection against volatility. So a fund with the most consistent returns and most consistent protection from volatility got the top rank. Finally, let's reveal the fund names to invest for your SIPs. We'll start with the large cap fund, and the best large cap fund is Canara Robeco Bluechip Equity Fund. Now this fund holds assets worth close to 10,000 crore rupees. It has got an amazing 4.5 star ratings both for consistency of returns and protection from volatility. Canara Robeco Bluechip Equity Fund has given 14.8% return since its launch. If you had invested 1 lakh in this fund 5 years ago, your money would have doubled in just 5 years to 2.07 lakh today. And an SIP of 10,000 rupees started 5 years ago would have given you a corpus worth 9.34 lakh today. Now, large cap funds invest in the biggest 100 companies of the country, which are far more stable than the mid and the small companies. They are ideal for conservative equity investors. Next, we move on to the best mid cap fund, Axis Midcap Fund. The third biggest fund in its respective category with assets worth 21,780 crore, Axis Midcap Fund is topping the charts in the mid-cap space. It has got a 4-star rating for consistency of returns and 5-star for protection from volatility. Axis Midcap Fund has given 18.91% return since its launch. So if you had invested 1 lakh in this fund 5 years ago, your money would have more than doubled to 2.31 lakh today. And an SIP of 10,000 rupees started 5 years ago would have given you a corpus worth 9.9 lakh today. Now, mid-cap funds invest in companies which rank 101 to 250 in terms of their market capitalization. So they invest in mid-sized companies. While these funds tend to generate higher returns in the long term, they carry higher risk as well. So mind your risk appetite before investing in them. Next is the best small cap fund. Well, let me make one thing very clear here. Small cap funds are not for beginners. Investing in them can be like a roller coaster ride. So go for small caps only if you have that level of risk appetite. So with a 4-star returns consistency and 4.5 star rated protection from volatility, Kotak Small Cap Fund is topping the charts in the small cap space. It has given 20.25% returns since inception. So if you had invested 1 lakh in Kotak Small Cap Fund 5 years ago, it would have become 2.7x. Yes, that is 2.72 lakh today. And a 10,000 SIP would have grown to a massive 12.18 lakh. Next is Flexi Cap Fund. Now here we'll talk about best Flexi Cap as well as best ELSS fund, because just like Flexi Cap funds, ELSS funds also invest across market caps. Plus they come with additional taxation benefits. So holding ET Money rank 1 in the Flexi Cap space, we have Parag Flexi Cap Fund. Comparatively a younger fund, it is the second biggest fund in the Flexi Cap category. It holds highest rating of 5 stars both in consistency of returns and protection from volatility. It has given 19.45% returns since inception. So your 1 lakh invested in it 5 years ago would have become 2.41 lakh, and a 10,000 rupees SIP for 5 years would have grown to 10.48 lakh. Now, if you're looking at saving taxes along with wealth creation, you can invest in the Bank of India Tax Advantage Fund. It has given 18.16% return since launch. This is the best ELSS fund as per ET Money rankings. So 1 lakh invested in this fund 5 years ago would have become 2.15 lakh, and a 10,000 rupees SIP would have given you 10.14 lakh in 5 years. Moving to the last category, large and mid-cap funds. Canara Robeco Emerging Equities Fund is the top rank holder in the large and mid-cap space. This fund is the second biggest fund in its category with assets over 17,000 crore. This fund has given 20.46% return since inception. Now, it has a very high rating of 4.5 stars for consistency of returns, but a little low 2.5 star rating for protection from volatility. This fund has doubled investors' money in 5 years. So yes, 1 lakh invested 5 years ago would have become 2.04 lakh today, and an SIP of 10,000 rupees started 5 years ago would have become 9.54 lakh. Now, these funds have to have at least 35% each in large as well as mid-cap stocks. This category is for those whose risk appetite is neither as conservative to go for large cap funds nor too aggressive to go for pure mid-cap stocks. This wraps up this video. What are you waiting for? Start your investment through SIPs today. You can do that seamlessly on the ET Money app without paying any commissions for absolutely free. Also, please share this video with your friends and colleagues who are looking for some guidance on the top funds to start their SIPs with.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.